People are actually out here calling Doom the Dark Ages woke. Like, seriously? We've officially reached the point where anything that doesn't look the same as it did 30 years ago might be part of some agenda. Now, let's be real. I've probably contributed to this with criticisms of games like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws, and so forth, but it's not just so black and white. It's not so cut and dry each and every single time. Just because there's a female in a trailer or a video game doesn't automatically make it woke, okay? What I criticize is whether there's DEI consultancy groups like Sweet Baby Inc. helping make the story narrative of a game actually part of a political commentary, putting ideologies into it. There's nothing about Doom ever in the history of the franchise that was about politics. There's nothing there, all right? It's about ripping demons apart in the most violent, over-the-top ways possible. You think that the Doomslayer cares about what pronouns they have or their culture were? Now, if that was in the game, if we saw top surgery scars on the Doomslayer, by all means, I would call it out. The whole guy's job is to literally beat the hell out of hell. There's nothing woke about that. Oh no, the new Doomslayer game trailer shows the Slayer taking orders from a woman. Like, seriously, guys? Okay, opinion's one thing, but to come out and automatically label, oh, woke, female. No, dude, there's great female protagonists out there. Samus, Lara Croft, you name it. I've never said there shouldn't be female protagonists in video games. Show me a clip where I've said that. If not, you're getting my words mixed up and you're twisted and you're putting some words in my mouth that never came out there, all right? So this isn't a forced girl boss moment in Doom the Dark Ages. It's literally medieval Doom lore. It's a different setting. It's different vibes. And guess what? He still looks like a monster slaying machine. So what's wrong with the whole situation? I think this game looks amazing. Has the same brutality, the same chaos, the same spirit. And speaking of the setting, the Dark Ages. Look how awesome it is. It's full medieval fantasy. You're talking massive castles, dark gothic cathedrals. You're talking blood-soaked battlefields. It's like they mashed up Doom Eternal with Dark Souls and added more testosterone behind it. I'm 110% on board. The trailer that they showed WrestleMania weekend, I was like, all right, I'm getting this game. I'm 110% behind it. Day one on Game Pass, but I might go and spend the extra buck to get it. Weapons this time around in Doom the Dark Ages are so freaking insane. There's that flaming shield saw. It literally throws like a buzzsaw type of Captain America shield thing. And there's a super heavy medieval shotgun that looks like it was forged by Satan himself. What is there not to like about this game? What exactly, tell me, what is there that's woke about this? They're doubling down on close combat and heavy brutality. There's even a part where there's like a giant mech where you could punch huge demons straight in the mouth. It's like, Jesus, that's not woke at all. That's metal AF, all right? It's a kind of insane, over-the-top chaos that made Doom such a legendary franchise in the first place. And I think it's refreshing that they're trying something completely brand new with it. I think this is going to be epic. I think it's going to be great. And don't even get me started on the dragon. There's a fire-breathing dragon that the Slayer can ride into battle. If you're looking at that and somehow thinking that there's woke messaging behind it, you're not just missing the point. You're actually never understanding Doom to begin with. And on top of that, you're not understanding what this anti-woke crusade is. Because it's not some kind of like, oh, there's a woman. Oh, there's a black person. Oh, there's a gay person. It's not like that at all. There's tons of great games with characters that have different lifestyles, different upbringings, different ethnicities. What I have an issue with is when you see people like Sweet Baby Inc. or employees trying to enforce their pronouns, trying to enforce their ideologies, trying to enforce their wokeness on us when it's shoved in and it's like, hey, this is what's going to be in the game. That's where I have an issue. And you know what? It's not even an issue. It's more of like, hey, I'm using the right to speak my mind. It's literally freedom of speech. I could sit here and say, I don't want that in my video games all day till I'm blue in the face. You don't have to agree with it, but you don't have to try to censor me either. I could say my opinion all I want. And I don't know why gaming culture and the gaming communities on YouTube have this sense of toxic positivity where if you say anything negative towards a game or if you critique something, it's complaining, it's crying and whining. You know that type of attitude blocks off actual real discussion, real dialogue. It's so tiring to see constantly in the YouTube gaming space people that, oh, I just want to play games. I don't care if this is that and if this is that, as long as the game is good. No, guess what? That's your opinion. That's you. People like me, people whoever, we have the right to say our things, just like people may have the right to say that Doom is woke, but in my opinion, it's not. Like I said, it's pretty freaking metal. The things that we listed on here, it's actually hilarious how fragile people have become on both sides of the thing. One woman in armor shows up in the trailer, and suddenly the game Doom: The Dark Ages is ruined forever. If that's if that's your deal breaker, you were never a Doom fan to begin with, and this series has always evolved. That's why it's still around after 30 years. While most real gamer franchises that were around back in the 90s, they're just floundering. They're collecting dust. There's franchises out there that have been suffering for years, and Doom has always done great. So Doom: The Dark Ages is definitely not pandering, in my opinion. I think it's a power fantasy turned up to 11. It's an unstoppable force of rage. Like, this is literally like a heavy metal dream come true. And I'm excited. It's coming on Game Pass. So I already have it preloaded on my Xbox Series X. As we speak, it's preloaded on there. And I think it's everything Doom was always meant to be, just with medieval badassery. So if that makes you think that it's woke just because what you've seen in the trailer, you're out of your mind. You're nitpicking. You're looking for something to be upset about. And you can call me a hypocrite and stuff like that. Calling out Assassin's Creed Shadows for the Yasuke, fake story, that's one thing. That was an opinion. I still checked the game out, found out what I thought about it for myself, right? That's the problem, is that you have a lot of people that are almost engagement baiting, and then it lumps the rest of us that actually have opinion and criticisms into a grifter label when that's not the case. You shouldn't try to invalidate everybody's opinions. So I don't know. It's just this whole nonsense about, oh, something's woke, something's not woke. It's starting to get a little bit tiring, especially when you see an obvious example right here that's clearly not woke. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.